Guys, welcome to the 2012 NorCal 40's. I'll be going over all of the events, the standards. We know a bunch of you guys are competing for the first time. We're here to make it as comfortable for you guys as possible, but we also want it to be a high-level event. So here it goes. The first event that we're going to be having for men and women, a 1.1, 1.2 mile run with weighted vests. Okay, we have our lovely model Danny Nichols here showing us this lovely vest that we're going to be having in the event. 20 pounds for men, 14 pounds for women. Okay, it's a unisex vest. We can tighten it up real well, Velcro. It sits pretty well. We've tested it out. Looks like it's going to do great. We're going to be selling these vests at the end of the event for $40 a piece. Beautiful.
40? That's not one.
The next workout for the NorCal 40's event 2012 will be 30 squat snatches for time, 125 for men, 85 for women. It has to be a full squat snatch. We're going to show you a good rep right now with Danny. Okay, so here's the deal. The weight will come off of the floor every rep. Full squat snatch, he's constantly moving hip below knee. He stands all the way up at the top. The flaws that we're going to be looking for will be, and at the top you have to wait for your judge to say good rep. Now, at the bottom, what we're looking for is we do not want to see a pause. A power snatch, pause, overhead squat, no rep. Next flaw we might see would be the, what did I say the flaw was?
All the way.
Not standing up all the way at the top, opening that hip. Full squat looks good, stands up, drops the bar before you stand up all the way, no good. You can move around and walk to get your footing, all that stuff, as long as you show control. Wait for that judge to call good rep. The last flaw that we don't want to see, obviously, is not getting that full overhead squat, hip below knee, with that deep power position, no rep. Here's the deal. Every time you miss a rep, you have 20 double unders to do as a penalty. So every time a missed rep, 20 double unders parallel to your bar. All right. Workout for 2012 NorCal 40's will be 7 chest to bar pull-ups, 10 dumbbell push presses, 10 kettlebell swings. All right, that's an AMRAP of 7 minutes. AMRAP in 7 minutes. Here's the way it's going to go. You have the chest to bar pull-ups. We need to make contact with the bar below the collarbone. Below the collarbone needs to make contact with the bar. Pretty straightforward, showing full lockout at the bottom. Danny's gonna bust a couple out there. We got a little transfix by being on camera. All right, here we go. Cut, good rep, good rep, good rep, okay? So butterfly, chest to bar, it's fine, you gotta make contact. Your judge is gonna be standing right underneath that thing looking for that contact. If you want to do strict, if you want to make contact below the bar, just has to make contact there. We do have to see that full lockout at the bottom. The next movement will be your 10 dumbbell push presses, okay? 40 pounds for men, 25 pounds for women. We want to see at the top of that movement, that good straight line, straight up and down, right? Hand over the shoulder, shoulder over the hip, hip over the ankle. Okay, that's what we're looking for. We don't care about the ear or the movement of the head, all right? We don't want to see you move your feet at all. So you can't do a jumping dumbbell push press, okay? Right? We don't want to see that. We also obviously don't want to see the jerk, which would be the rebuild of the knees, okay? Don't short it out, don't punch it, okay? So that the judge can't see it when it comes so quick, you don't have a chance to see what that thing looks like, all right? Perfect. The last movement is going to be our kettlebell swing. 10 kettlebell swings. Same thing. We're just looking at the same plane. We want to make sure the bottom of the bell is pointing up. Okay? So it's straight up at the top. We have that straight line. Straight down. If your bell points back a little bit and you break that, that's fine. We're going to go with that's an okay rep. All right? So that's a good rep. So here we go, 3 in a row. Good rep. Good rep. Here comes a bad one when he sags at the front. No rep, okay? So that's what we're gonna be looking for that final one. Okay guys, here's the deal. We know that we can't expect the physical demands that the CrossFit Games or that would put on athletes in their 20s or even 30s, But here's what we do expect. We expect you to be a smart athlete. We expect you to be an athlete that knows themselves better than maybe younger athletes do. That's why in this workout, in this day, this competition, there will be 4 floater wads. We're not going to tell you until Sunday morning when you get to the venue what those 4 floater wads are. They will be sprinkled throughout your day. Okay, we'll be announcing how you're going to sign up for those 4 floater wads later. But we expect you to know how to handle yourself, what you should be doing when, and taking care of yourself as an athlete. You will have, at the end of the day, 4 scoring opportunities. That would be the 3 workouts we just announced, and then the combination of those 4 floater wads for the 4th score before we figure out who's going to be going to the finals. Everybody have a great time. We'll see you there.